Hi, my name is Brad Aldrich, and this week's topic is the formation of a company. A lot of people think about going into business for themselves, and they want to form some type of a legal entity separate from themselves so they can operate their business and have certain benefits, whether it's tax or limited liability. I'm going to discuss some of those today. I'm going to discuss their advantages and their disadvantages. Some of the more common types are a corporation. Two of the most common types of corporations are C corporations, and that is typically where the corporation is taxed for every dollar that comes in at the corporate level, and then if there's a distribution made to the shareholders, that same dollar is taxed again at the shareholder level. So a lot of people try to avoid having that double taxation, and they may want to form the second most common type, which is an S corporation. And that is subchapter S of a certain tax code, which is elected and must be followed strictly to be able to get that S subchapter status. And that means that the corporation therefore would not be taxed twice. It would have the benefit of just a single taxation of any money that comes in. Now the benefit of a corporation is that there's full liability coverage. In other words, the shareholders, the officers, the board of directors of the corporation cannot be sued personally for any debts that arise on behalf of the corporation. They typically can also not be sued for any type of actions or omissions performed in their normal course of duties. Now, gross negligence or an intentional act will render certain individuals liability on behalf of the corporation, but generally speaking, the shareholders, officers, and board of directors have full limited liability. The second most common type is a partnership. This gives the benefit of a pass-through tax, so there is not the double taxation that you see with the C corporation. All money that comes in is taxed directly to the partners, so the partnership itself is not taxed. But there typically needed to be at least one general partner on the hook for personal liability. This made people shy away from partnerships, and relatively recently, a new entity has come forth, the limited liability company, which seemed to merge the benefits of both the corporation and the partnership. The limited liability corporation or company gave the shareholders, who are called members, the board of directors and the officers, full limited liability like a corporation. But all for tax purposes, any money that was made, any profits above expenses, is taxed only once, and that's directly to the members. So you avoid the double taxation of a corporation, but you're given the full limited liability of a corporation. So that tends to be the most common type of company that is being formed these days, the limited liability companies. There are also nonprofits which can be created, and there's a whole different set of rules for that. Once again, it's about electing the type of status. It has to be a nonprofit, meaning literally no profits are made directly to the shareholders of that company. And the rules are pretty strict, and if you violate any of those rules, you will lose that elected status of nonprofit, and taxes will have to be paid. Now, in regards to the formation of the company, regardless of whether you're going with a corporation, a partnership, a nonprofit, or a limited liability company, the first step is, registering this company with the state of Michigan. And we at Aldrich Legal Services have a lot of experience preparing the necessary documents that need to be filed with the state of Michigan so that the company is properly registered. Then beyond that, you will want to have a separate federal tax ID number set up for that corporation or company. We recommend not using your Social Security number, which can be done, but the whole point of forming the separate company is to make it a fully separate entity from yourself, so that in the event of any liability arising, it only attaches to the company, not to the owners or the employees of the company. So we at Aldrich Legal Services can prepare the necessary IRS tax forms to get a federal tax ID number for the company, which can be used to open bank accounts. And then the third part is the setting up of the company to be an actual separate entity. That means using the federal tax ID number to go and get bank accounts, making sure that insurance, if necessary, for the company is put in the company's name, to make sure that utilities are set up if necessary, to make sure that you work with vendors in the name of the company, to make sure that all expenses are in the name of the company. And then when you pay out those expenses, you do it through a checking account or bank account that is set up in the company's name. So, and then when you have your customers make payments, the payments come in the name of the company. So now you've established this money coming in the name of the company, money going out in the name of the company. If you want to make a distribution to the owners, meaning profits, you could set that up in your documents, which once again we at Aldrich Legal Services are adept at doing. And then the profits go to the owners or the employees as a salary. And by doing that, you have established a good separate legal entity, and you've created this limit of liability to the owners. If you would like any additional information regarding this topic, please contact our office. We offer a free consultation, or visit our website. Thank you.